everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Smackdown review here on Wrestling with Regret. My name is Alex, your self-proclaimed queen of the ring, and tonight was the last episode before we head on over to the Royal Rumble. Yes, it was the go home episode. So how did it all play out? Did they build up any matches good? How did they build up the Royal Rumble? Well, let's just get into it. We opened up the show with a tag match, Roman Reigns and the Usos versus King Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, and Robert Roode. It was a good match, but at one point Jimmy Uso got injured and they took him to the back. So that just took it out of me because it was just very obvious that Jimmy Uso was going to come back and save the day. Although I did think that Roman was going to get the pin, so it was very surprising to see that Jimmy Uso was the one to get the pin. Yeah, I don't have much to say about this match. I guess it was supposed to make me excited for the Roman Reigns and King Corbin match. I wasn't. I was actually more excited about the Usos, and I was actually wondering, what are the Usos doing for the Royal Rumble? Crickets? Nothing? We have a interview segment with Michael Cole and Lacey Evans. I don't understand what they're doing with Lacey Evans. I understand they're trying to push her to this mega baby face. Now she's got this commercial, which I actually saw the commercial on Twitter. It was actually pretty cute, where she's trying to feed her kid hot dogs, I think, or corn dogs or something. It's full of protein. I guess they're pushing her to this mega huge super baby face role, but I don't understand the route that they're taking her, because it's like she's this mama bear that's taking care of her daughter, and then she has a sick dad, so we're supposed to feel bad for her, and that's the reason why she joined the military, but the military is the reason why she's in the WWE now. I don't understand why I'm supposed to root for Lacey Evans. But the way that they're pushing Lacey for me to root for her is not working. I was actually pretty excited to see Bayley come out and attack Lacey. I don't know if I want Lacey to win on Sunday. I don't know if I even want Lacey to have this match, because I feel like she should have had this match with Sasha. But in the next segment, we see Carmella and Dana Brooke getting interviewed, talking about the Royal Rumble, their stats, how they're going to get into the Royal Rumble and surprise everyone. And then we hear some commotion, and it's Lacey Evans and Bayley brawling with each other. At one point, Lacey Evans takes off her shoe and starts hitting Bayley with it. So they're brawling backstage, and then we jump to the next segment, which is Alexa Bliss teaming up with Nikki Cross to fight Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. Now, there was a botch during this when they were trying to cut from Mandy's entrance to a video that they did earlier in the night backstage, I guess, with Mandy and Sonya talking. I don't even know what they said because I was so distracted by all the blurriness that was happening on the screen because of the entrance. It was stuck on the filter. I thought it was so funny. Obviously, they're going to put that at Botchamania. I can't wait to see it. So they're about to start this match, and then we see Bayley running towards the ring, and then Lacey runs after her, and then this is it. This is how we build up the women's Royal Rumble. And then again, there's not really anything going on. There's not really anything exciting happening in the women's Royal Rumble. This is how we build up the women's Royal Rumble. Oh wait, and then also the SmackDown Women's Championship match. Hey, these two women are fighting, and then all of these women are fighting these women because the Royal Rumble is happening. You should definitely tune in. What? Where's the storyline? This is so weird. See, the first Women's Royal Rumble was exciting because it was the first Women's Royal Rumble. So, of course, everyone was super excited. You didn't need a storyline. You didn't need anything going into that. It's just women finally accomplishing having their own Royal Rumble and taking it seriously. And it's not a battle royal where we're just trying to fit all the women into one segment. Then, the second Royal Rumble, there was nothing really anything exciting except for Becky Becky? Is Becky gonna come out? Is Becky going to be in the Royal Rumble? The man, it was the height, the peak of the man. So that was the exciting thing going towards the Royal Rumble, and of course she was gonna win, and she did win. Now this Royal Rumble, there's not really anything exciting happening, although it is exciting that there's nothing exciting happening because it's not predictable, therefore more surprises, which is good, right? I don't know, I'm rambling on, but let's move on. Next up, we have Elias teaming up with Braun Strowman to take on Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura. But before the match, of course, Elias has to open up the segment, has to open up the match with a song. And then he asks Braun Strowman to do a duet with him. And then Cesaro interrupts, and then we go on with the match. The match went on too long, especially after we were going to cut that other women's tag match. The other women's tag match could have gone on for a little while, especially if you are promoting the Women's Royal Rumble and the Smackdown Women's Championship match during that whole run-in. Like, I feel like that tag match could have gone on longer. We cut time for no reason. That match didn't even start, actually. That match was not even a match. The bell barely rang and Bayley ran out. Like, we could have had a match, an actual match. For a go-home show, this was very underwhelming, especially when you're promoting the Royal Rumble. I have a lot of complaints. I was not very happy with this episode. I wasn't. Can you tell? Next is the match between Kofi Kingston and John Morrison. And yet it is another pair of titles that we're wasting. Intercontinental title is kind of getting wasted, and now the tag team titles are getting wasted. I just feel like if we were going to introduce John Morrison back into the world, I mean, it's cool that we're doing it with the New Day, because of course the New Day are huge, but shouldn't we do something with the New Day and another tag team? Like, do the New Day even have a tag team match at the Royal Rumble? Is it going to be the Revival? Is it going to be the Usos? Like, or do they even have a match? I'm not too sure. I just feel that this would be better if it was John Morrison versus Cesaro last week, and then this week it's John Morrison versus Shinsuke Nakamura. And then wouldn't it be exciting if we had John Morrison go for the Intercontinental title instead of Braun Strowman? I just feel like this would be much better used if it was against Shinsuke instead of Kofi, but it was okay. It was all right. John Morrison got the win, of course. I guess we're supposed to be excited for him to be in the Royal Rumble. Is it me, or is this go-home episode so underwhelming? The only exciting part that was like, whoa, the Royal Rumble is coming, was for a contract for the Royal Rumble, which, moving on, last but not least, we have the contract signing for the strap match between Daniel Bryan and Bray Wyatt. Now, this is the only thing throughout the whole show that was exciting. Oh my gosh, the Royal Rumble is coming. It's here. It's this Sunday. A contract signing. And maybe because it was just a contract signing, but also this is a kind of exciting feud. I mean, The Fiend has been hot for a while. Daniel Bryan shaving his head was exciting. I feel like there's elements in the story that actually gets you pretty excited to watch the match on Sunday. And it's probably because you can actually tell that they're taking care of this Fiend story, which they should be taking care of all of their characters, of all of their gimmicks, of all of their stories. But with this one in particular, it was hilarious to see Bray Wyatt. They cut to the Firefly Funhouse set. Bray Wyatt is trying to fax the contract, which when was the last time you ever saw someone fax something? And it was a good interaction between Daniel Bryan and Bray Wyatt, and I love that they're protecting the split personalities. It's just like the Foley, Dude Love, and Cactus Jack. It is just like that, because I love that Bray Wyatt wasn't the one to come out to sign the contract, because he said it himself, well, you're having the match with The Fiend, so he's actually going to come out and sign the contract. And so he did, in the most creepy way possible, which was The Fiend comes out, he puts Daniel Bryan in a mandible claw, he rips Daniel Bryan's shirt, and he whips Daniel Bryan with the strap. Ugh, that's gotta hurt. He then goes to the contract, and the way that he seals the deal is he cuts his hand and he spreads his own blood all over the contract. That's the way he signs the contract. Beautiful. Great. That's the only way that he should be signing that contract. It's The Fiend. That's the way that character should be signing the contract. It's so good. That's the only SmackDown. Yep, that is the only SmackDown match that I am excited for at the Royal Rumble. The other match I'm excited for at the Royal Rumble is Asuka versus Becky, but that's in Raw. I'm not going to touch anything on Raw, but it is the match that they have been promoting nonstop in my commercials when I watch SmackDown, so I'm pretty excited for it. Overall, a pretty bleak episode of SmackDown, if you ask me. I mean, it's the go-home show for the most important pay-per-views, one of the most important pay-per-views in WWE history, which is the Royal Rumble. It is the kickoff to the road towards WrestleMania. And it was a very bland go-home show. Pros and cons, let's see. Pros, I definitely have to say the women's segment all around was really good. Everything. The backstage fighting and then bringing it to the stage, although yes, I do wish that the tag match that they were scheduled to have for the other women should have at least started, had a match, maybe do one move, but it was still pretty good. I was entertained with the women, but I'm always entertained with the women. Another pro would definitely have to be that contract signing. It was great. A con would definitely have to be just the build-up. The build-up for all the matches are, I don't even know what matches are going on. There's tag matches, there's people thrown together, there's people talking about the Royal Rumble, but the only thing that's really expressing that there is actually a Royal Rumble is just the video package for the Royal Rumble. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. Was this a good go-home show for the Royal Rumble? Are you excited for the Royal Rumble? Who do you think is going to win the Royal Rumble? Let us know in the comments below. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to Wrestling with Regret. If you want to follow me on social media, I am at _Queen of the Ring on Instagram, and I'm at a Queen of the Ring on Twitter. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, the link is down below. As always, guys, my name is Alex, your self-proclaimed Queen of the Ring, and I will see you next week for another SmackDown review. Bye, guys.